Literally, that's how bad I was yesterday. I wasn't even thinking properly. You even texted me 2010 one. I thought, oh, right, yeah, definitely McNeil then, wasn't it?
He let it slip from his little wank bank.
Oh, mate, I felt that bad last night. I don't care.
I've just found a track that I didn't even realise was on here.
What's that?
Somerton karting track.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before. I just decided to put my Porsche around it.
This lobby that Andy set up is horrid. I don't know why.
What's the lobby for? Donny?
Donny, yeah. It doesn't feel like any of the lobbies that Matt and all have set up previously. It just feels... I don't know, it's weird.
What?
Right, I'm just going to pop to the toilet before we start the stream.
You just want brain cells for that.
Well, actually, I may as well wait a minute, actually.
So what are you reckoning, Dan? You reckon you're quick tonight?
May as well wait a minute.
No? We'll see if the Porsches, we'll see if it was just the people driving the Porsches last night or the Porsches were shit.
I think it's the people driving them, because I already know Gary can do a 27-0.
I won't disagree with that.
You're one to talk. The Mercs was good last night. What's going to be their excuse tonight?
Mate, yeah. I've already got mine. I'm shit here.
He's shit. Yeah, shit.
I am not comfortable here.
My best is a 26.8.
Mine's a 27.9.
27.9. That's pro-am base.
Exactly.
Oh, that's big words coming from Kelly. That's pro-am pace. Oh,
pro-am pace. My God, I was in. I don't have a license pace last night. I've never driven a car pace.
Right, back in 2 seconds. I'm sure that's started.
Yeah, Kelly, I'm not happy around here. There's something.
Yeah,
I don't mind the track, but there's something I'm not happy with on the car, and I don't know what it is.
Yeah, tell me about it. I was kind of happy on the track last night, but just no pace. Absolutely no pace.
Yeah, that's the same. I've literally, to get that 27.9, I had to run on softs.
Yeah.
I cannot run on hard. I think my hard pace was mid-29s.
Right. Yeah.
I've just got nothing. I've got nothing in me.
Well, hey, shit happens, doesn't it? So.
Yeah, it is what it is. I think.
What was it?
Yeah. All right,
I was doing some times, doing some rate.
Can I get a hi?
Yeah, I was doing some rate.
Hi.
Hang on, just let the children finish.
Gigs, your turn.
What the fuck was that, bitch? Piss off! Oh my god! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done.
Yeah, I was doing some race pace round.
I hope Stutty.
Yeah, I was doing some race pace round.
Can I have an invite to your party there, please, people?
My fastest time on the hard. So
can I join your party, mate? Because I haven't got a mate.
Oh, go on then. I'll make one up for us. We can be like teammates.
I think we've got one.
Fuck is that? Allahu Akbar.
We've got one with me, you, Monkey, and Phil.
Yeah. I tell you what, like the Acura. I've done no practice at all.
Oh, here he fucking is. Here we go. Fucking is.
The weather's been too nice, and I've been in the garden.
Fair enough.
Keegs, I don't know.
Nothing better. Nothing better than sitting in the garden and masturbating.
Yeah, exactly right. Well, what?
What the fuck? You must don't say you didn't. Don't say you fucking didn't.
Right, I'll be back in a minute, boys.
I don't have a clue what's going to happen with the car today.
Wow, make for interesting watching then, wouldn't it?
I don't have a clue what's going to happen. And I'm still on the wheel. I haven't reverted to pad.
Good man.
Good.
Graham.
Good. Hello, Matthew.
Good. Did you see the video Keegs put in the Group chat?
Not even looked yet.
It's fucking terrible. It's terrible.
Where is it?
Awful, Rick Driver.
Group chat, here we go, let's have a look. In the Simpler Motorsport chat.
Yeah.
In our chat, the other chat.
Our chat? As in the
Which
one we're on.
chat?
Oh, fucking whose chat's it in?
Is it off? Which photo is it? The one that Don's
video.
put in? Daniel Francis?
No, you're looking in the wrong group.
Which group am I looking at?
What one are you in?
The Simpler Motorsport one.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called though?
On Facebook,
Yeah.
it's called.
Oh no, Messenger.
Yeah, on Messenger.
Oh,
On Messenger.
Massager.
Yeah, Messenger.
Simpler Motorsport. Ah, I've got it, yeah. Disgusting from Mr. Ape. Oh, well, it's bound to be disgusting, this. It's from GT5s.
Terrible.
It was bloody awful.
Oh, got you set up, lined up. Oh, and I'm still going.
Can't believe you do such a thing.
I know. I was still learning my craft, wasn't I, Keegs? I wouldn't do that intentionally on you.
Yeah, no.
That wasn't on Keeg, that on.
It wasn't even me, but still.
That was NJ or Little Leech you did it on.
Oh, well.
I was on Neil. It was on Neil.
What we need to do is see what happens.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Right, I'll best accept this invite and get myself a drink.
Are you and Phil gonna race together this season, Sutty?
He's on nice tonight. I don't know. I think it's just the way it's landed, isn't it?
Yeah. Or is it you trying to get that relegated between you if you only race half the races each whole season?
No. He's on nights tonight. He's on nights.
Just been that trash and not been in the pro.
But he's working over on the dream shift on. Hey.
Why's my blue pen?
We'll get to fuck some shit up together on the shift.
When's that?
Saturday night.
Oh.
See what we can break together. Right, I should just go get a drink.
Aye.
A soft drink, because I don't condone drinking and driving.
Fucking hell, to say there's only 9 minutes left till session starts, there's no one in fucking session.
Oh, yeah.
There's four, no, I mean there's 4 cars.
Back. Okay, just get it over and done with and then we can throw the Kleenex away. Oh, fucking hell. Extreme masturbating. You know, I know you're actually not masturbating, don't you, Dan?
Yep.
Yeah, because you've lasted far too long.
I've done it 5 times already.
Oh, right, okay, multiples, fair enough.
Yeah. Trying to improve my left hand, you know?
Yeah. It's good to be ambidextrous.
You know, workout and all today.
Yeah. Arm
Gym
day, was it?
session. Yeah, definitely.
Arm day. In the gym.
Is this all we've got racing? This'll do me, like.
Arm and wrist day.
Joe's away, Monkey Boy's on standby for baby. Phil's obviously on nights.
So I'm going to get points regardless?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna crash into you.
Monkey Boy's on baby standby, and I think, as far as I'm aware, we was trying to say on the stream last night, me and Liam, if it's a boy, he's going to call it Dean Wasaki. Taylor.
Yeah.
No, I think we said on the stream you want to call it Dean, Matt Neal, Okora, Taylor. Good name.
What about Gareth?
Just cut to the chase and call it. Just cut to the chase and call it straight wanker.
Whoa, that's his kid you're on about.
What that
No,
be
it's
better?
Matt Neal I was talking about actually.
Ah, right, lay off him.
Is he married or is he having a little bastard?
He's married, I think.
We all have them, my friend.
Are you a bastard, Daniel?
He's had his moment.
Hi.
See what I mean?
Let's just name him Champ.
Chump.
Champ.
Oh, sorry.
Chomp.
If they want him to grow up to be an asshole, just name it Champ.
Oh, Jamie, your internet looks very red.
Looks yellow.
Yeah, I know.
Here as well.
Open the doors.
What would you?
Open
You
the doors.
jinxed it,
Open
Jamie.
the doors.
What would you say in
Get
a
those dogs
family?
taken
Okay.
the door off. He's taking the door off.
Oi, by the way, lads,
Yeah,
can we just
Just follow the hinge. The doors
know
off
we-
the hinges.
I know we're taking the piss out of Jamie here, but can we just turn the attention to Dean giving Peaceful a setup, or getting Peacefully set up?
Oh yeah,
Sutty,
yeah.
if you've not heard this one.
Are you
what's
running
this?
it tonight, Peaceful?
I have had loads of messages of him saying he was getting quicker and he done a 126 round Donny.
Oh, he texts you as well.
Dean.
Fucking Jesus.
So he messaged
Dean-
me and shown his 128 time, and I went, oh, that's not bad fucking pace, that boy. So if you do that on the race, you'll be alright. And he's chatting. I went, I haven't got a fucking good setup here. I'm not comfortable with the car. And he went, do you want me to look for one for you? I said, yeah, crack on if you want, mate. And next minute, he's telling Matt apparently that I've asked him for a setup to find me a setup. He's like, what the fuck?
Well,
I'll tell you what. Mr. I'm Fast last night, I saw more of the side of his car than I did anything else. It was spinning round so many bloody times. Every time I come up behind him, he bloody spun round.
Yeah.
I thought he was ballet dancing.
He was fucking wank.
Wait a second.
It
So
was.
is it 1 minute 30 is not quick.
No.
No.
Oh my god, I'm in for a mare.
You doing 1 minute 30s?
So consistency is
Yeah,
the
that's
key,
slower
mate.
than me.
They're not consistent either. If my tyre pressures keep going off. Oh.
If it helps,
should've
Sutty, because I know
practiced.
you like them, a lot of people are running hard.
Yes, I am also running the hards. In fact, I seem to
Although-
overheat the rears.
BT Targa was moaning about the hards last night and after race one. Reckon they didn't work for him and he was better on the softs.
Mate, to be honest, I'm better on the softs.
I run softs all last night. I went out, tried the
the
hards in practice, didn't get on with them, so run softs all night. But then, yeah, I was shit. But it don't matter. But
In the Merc, the front left burns up so much.
Oh, someone stood in the doorway.
There's another
Get out the
point.
door!
A bit
Another
of
point
dust
for
flew
Graham.
past
No,
his
I've
doorway.
No, I've left so I can go restart the Wi-Fi.
He got a crank handle so he can get the Wi-Fi started again.
Monkey may be able to make race
outside.
one, he's just said.
You what?
Monkey might be able to make
in a
race
minute.
one.
Sweet. Because I
He's
mean,
got 20 minutes in the practice anyway, hasn't he?
I mean, looking at the fucking grid, we're going to need it.
No, I'm happy the way it is. I'm happy the way it is.
Peaceful could get a
Fair,
podium with this.
With a 130, you should be.
But wait a second, Kelly. I might be on for my top finish of the season.
Get on.
I mean, Sutty,
The way the
you say
grid is,
that
I've
you've
got
only done
chance of
2
a
races
podium.
this season at the minute.
I got a chance of a podium here.
No. Dan D. Biggs and Emo guy. Dan D. Biggs and Andy.
Nah, not in the race.
Even
Can I
worse.
go-
Top 10.
Can I go in the Lambo on the pad just for this race?
No.
Gonna go in the Lambo on the pad.
You could be top 10 for once.
What are you? Oh, of course you're in the Okora, aren't you?
Kings, I don't know what you're.
I'll tell
Kings,
you
I don't know what you're
Kelly, I'm
chatting. I
loving
don't know
it.
where you are.
He's in the lawnmower.
I'm top 20.
I'm doing alright though, aren't I, Kelly, in the Okora?
Yeah, you're doing terrific.
Yeah, I'm doing bits.
Power of wet dreams.
Mine and Phil's plan isn't working. We're still not bottom. I mean,
We were saying this earlier, Sutty. You and Phil have both planned to do half of the races for the season. You do half, Phil does half, in the hope that you both go down as a team. We know your trick. You've been soft.
Nah, Matt knows the truth. I want to stay up. I don't want to go down.
No one ever wants to go down.
No, I only want to be
well,
you.
that's not
down,
strictly
but in
true.
a way, you kind of want to go down and then just go, I've won a championship.
No,
I don't want to go up.
Still runner up in pros, better than champion
I'm
of...
tempted. I was wanting to go down so that I can actually get a match of Gary and Little Leech's wins. Not Little Leech, Jamie's wins. I want to match their wins.
No, I don't want to go up. I want to stay in Pro-Am forever.
Yeah, well, I mean, Jamie did take 12 of his wins down.
It's a very big ask for me at this track, but I want to win race 2, my 50th race.
I've got one thing, Matt, to say.
What's that?
I've got a record on the wheel round Bathurst.
Yes, you have. That's right.
I go.
1985, dead or alive, you spin me right round. No, wrong record. All right, okay, sorry.
I used to like you, Si. I used to like you. You prick.
No one likes me.
Everyone likes you.
Me and you, mate, we were runner-ups together. Now you just go and stab me in the fucking back.
This goes on, Keeks. We're still waiting for you.
I'm on my way. I stabbed you in the back.
You fucking knob.
Oh, you want about your lifetime in the West?
Sutty, did you hear the other news about Mazda?
What's that?
Gone.
I dropped out.
Gone. Forever.
Forever?
Gone to Xbox.
Forever, ever.
Well, he's got an Xbox.
He's gone to Xbox.
He's finally come out.
Nice.
Xbox, they call it these days.
Right, I'm going to jump into the party with Kelly, so best of luck to you lads tonight. Oh, I'll join when it fucking loads. This is taking forever to load. Come on, here we go. Best of luck, lads. Right.
Be interesting to see what Porsches are like tonight.
Will be interesting. I think that's going to be the key one tonight, isn't it? See what the Porsche's like.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. The Porsches have got better drivers tonight.
Yeah.
So we'll see what the true thing is.
No Rabbit Joe, he's on holiday.
Right.
Phil's at work, and Monkey Boy may or may not be racing, depending on whether his wife or partner goes into labour. So.
Okay. Wow.
Monkey Boy will see if he turns up. Obviously, one's at work, one's on holiday. So we are expecting at least 13.
Right. Okay.
Liam's currently at the Scouts. Hopefully, he'll be back in time. He says. Liam, Gary, Andy, and Emo taking double points. Provide Gary says he might miss race 1 because of work. So if Gary and Liam miss race 1, they're not taking them. They've said if they're there for race 1, they're going to take them basically.
And that's okay, is it? You're all right with that?
Yeah, people have gone back to work, so if they can't make it because of work stuff, fine.
Fair play.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gary's normally here all the time.
Yeah.
Before the race, I know it's not like Gary to be late, so yeah.
Yeah. Fair comment.
You know, stuff like that, I don't mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In fact, Gary's just texted me saying he's not going to make race 1, so drop score. So delete that, make that white again. So he's already said I don't want to take it, so that's fine. Race just started. Right, we'll go live with the 9 people we've got on the track a second.
Okay.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to Simply Motorsport here at Donington Park for the round 7 and 8 of the season, the 4th week of racing here at Simply for season 3. I'm Matthew Duffin, joined in the commentary box once again by my lovely co-commentator and colleague Kelly. Kelly, how are you?
I'm all right, mate. How are you? You haven't been feeling very well. Are you feeling better today?
Bit better today. No coughing, and we should be able to keep a constant chat flowing, I reckon.
Excellent, excellent. Good.
We've got currently 8 drivers, as we've lost another one now out there, although we've just gained another one. So we have got 9 now out on track. We are expecting at least 13. Gary and Liam may be missing race 1, so it could only be 11 for the first race, 13 for the second race. No Rabbit Joe tonight, he's away on holiday. No Phil, he's at work. And Monkey Boy, going to be touch and go with him as his wife has been induced today, and he's expecting the birth of their child imminently, really. Could go into labour at any time as from now. So we wish him the best of luck if that is the case. If he's not and he's able to get on, brilliant to see them along. But we've currently got a shortish field at the moment. Very strange to see.
Yes, indeed. Only 9 runners. That's it's odd. So hopefully some of the other guys will get here, and a couple will turn up. Did you say Gary might make race 2?
Yeah, Gary and Liam should both be making race 2, definitely. But it's touch and go if they make race 1.
Absolutely. Well, there won't be any lack of action. If you tuned in for Pro-Am last night, you'll know what we're all about. But lovely conditions here at Donington Park, so I believe tonight.
Yeah, it's a bit cloudier than last night, a bit more overcast than last night. A few clouds around, but just meant to get brighter as the race goes on. Track temperature set to rise as the session goes as well. 20-minute practice session for the first part of this race for the guys to just get used to the track. Final few tweaks as well, just to get them prepared for the evening. But yeah, a bit of cloud cover tonight, and it should clear into that second race. The forecast says. I tell you, the forecast I have been interested in keeping my eye on, Kelly, and that's 2 weeks' time at Zhuhai International Circuit. According to the weather forecast on BBC for the area, because I couldn't get it's as close as I could find to the track. Guangzhou, I think it's called. Thunderstorms both days.
Thunderstorms both days. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
Catalonia next week looks clear. Brilliant Barcelona, Spain weather. And then I googled, because obviously it's a 14-day forecast on the BBC website, and I googled the area. Searched it on the search bar, and thunderstorms, and I was like,
well, that'll make an interesting, because we remember last week, if you tuned in for last week, the Pro-Ams at Hockenheim, we had quite a lot of interesting racing in what was light rain. So a thunderstorm will be very interesting in a track that a track I hardly know. So that'll be interesting. But that's for a couple of weeks' time. And tonight, where it's beautiful sunshine in Donington Park here in England. It's who knew?
Who knew? The one race you thought may have not been dry would have been this one. In the Midlands, half an hour away from my house. Up the motorway.
More like about 4 or 5 for me, but there you go.
I could probably cycle it there in the same time you could drive it, to be fair. I think when I googled,
be cracking on a bit. You're a really slow cyclist.
Well, I think when I googled it, because obviously that half an hour away is down the motorway, so I can't go down the motorway on my push bike. So to be a longer route, I think it said it'd take me 2.5 to 3 hours on the push bike. The route it takes me.
Okay.
So we'd probably leave at the same time.
I'd struggle to get there in time.
Yeah,
but we won't have a Top Gear star race as we see D Biggs getting it all wrong.
Could you imagine how fun that would be?
It would be fun, yeah. Especially if I could have a fast car and not do it in my van. If I can do it in a fast car,
if you picked a Pacific
against you cycling, that'd be fun. We'll have to set that up one day. Maybe October.
Yeah. Evening to Daniel Francis, Don Productions, aka Ariel Palowski in the chat. The wall is here. Evening, Kelly and Matt says the wall. Good evening to yourself. Evening to Bethany and Duffin. No one is better than Gary. I get bored of that every week. Hey, Kelly, she says so after. Yeah, Gary Knight. Monkey Boy, I'll be joining you shortly. She says so. Brilliant. He says, sorry, apologies. She says, he says.
He said, she said.
Yeah.
It's all sounding like Towie or something like that now.
Yeah. Daniel Francis, who are you supporting in the GT5 Monday, Beth? I don't know who is racing, Daniel. That Duffin fella is one of them. Yes, I will be racing, making my competitive Simplay debut on a Monday night. The GT5's next Monday, so that's something I'm looking forward to. New driver on the track for the Pro Lads tonight, Kelly. Disco McDisco Face. For those who watched last week, we'll be recognising him in the Pro-Am last week. Pure and simple, Mazda has left for the season. He's gone to an Xbox, not the PS4, so Mazda is no longer participating in Simplay events. So it allowed this man, who'd only joined the season in the second race of Daytona and had a bad week last week, who's already kind of on the pro pace as well, to get that jump straight up.
Yeah, jumped up from Pro-Am into Pro, which I was very happy about, although his replacement is just as quick. So being BT Targa, who's joined the Pro-Ams now. Disco McDisco Face, don't count this guy out. Very quick, very, very quick. So he's going to be a contender. Give something else for the Pro boys to worry about.
Now you're wondering why you're seeing the two BMWs on the track. Well, the answer to that is Mazda out. Simplay Racing appointed the acquisition of Disco McDisco Face to partner Keegs. Now you will remember that Mazda and Keegs changed car after Daytona at road course, and none of them actually competed. Keegs started, but never actually competed in that race. He retired after 1 or 2 laps. So therefore, the admins have allowed Keegs to keep the BMW with Disco McDisco Face and team up. So all 16 on the grid are a team, to allow Keegs to be able to continue to race, try and be competitive as a team throughout the season, and hopefully work together. We have got 11 drivers on the grid, and Monkey Boy is with us. A nice team, Monkey Boy on the grid at the moment. So Keegs and the BMW with Disco for Simplay Racing. Disco, for those who follow Iron Brew Racing, who are trying to be like Team Prolapse and gather as many drivers as they can, is actually part of the Iron Brew Racing roster. It is apparently on loan. On loan to Simplay Racing, they call him.
On loan.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's like the football, the deadline date. We're bringing you deadline day transfer news. That was peaceful.
Yes, that was off there, I think.
Yeah. Who is not confident tonight.
It was Monkey.
It was peaceful. It was
peaceful, yeah.
It was. Who is not confident tonight, Kelly, around this track?
No, we had a little chat with him just before we came onto the stream. He's not loving it. It's going to be interesting tonight. Pro-Am last night, the Mercedes dominated last night in Pro-Am. Although different class of drivers tonight, so could be it'd be interesting to see. The Porsches were nowhere last night. Being that myself, Nicky, NJ and a couple of others guys in the Porsches, all of us Porsche drivers struggled, but as I said, the calibre of driver is a little bit different here. We know that Dan on Orthodubs has got good pace. D Biggs, we know, has got good pace. Gary isn't here yet, but Gary's champion, and he's got good pace. Little Leach as well. So, these are all quick guys, and, race winners and stuff in the Porsches. So I'm very interested to see what the Porsches do against the Mercedes tonight.
It is going to be interesting. One thing I will say is we've got 3 drivers on the grid making their 50th appearance in race 2. So if they start the second race, 3 guys on the grid will be making their 50th appearance, and them guys are Little Each, Peaceful and Welshie. All, if they start in race 2, will be lining up to take the green light for the 50th time here at Simplay Motorsport. That will equal Stealth Sloth, who made his 50th appearance last night. Argent's currently on 49, and a few others around the 40 mark, but them 3 can take their 50th start in race 2 tonight. Here is one of them 3, Welshie. Welshie should actually be taking his 51st and 52nd start. Filled in for Sutty in season 1 for 2 races, but you'll remember season 1 race 1 he dropped his pad and he retired from the race. It caught the wrong button. I'll never forget that, and I'll never let him forget that. So if he is listening, evening Chris. And season 2 race 1 he pressed the wrong button, it retired him, not started him. So both times it was nice to see him make season 3 race 1. It was nice to see him line up on the grid and actually take the start for the first race of the year. He doesn't seem to like them races. He's just had a bit of a moment there.
Got it all out of shape down the Craners there, he did. So which the back end does go a bit light down the hill, or certainly on the Porsche anyway. So just struggling down through there. A lot of people struggling with the old hairpin as well.
Seen that last night. A lot of people seem to struggle through the old hairpin.
And myself, and I was going to throw it out there tonight, Matt, actually, and it depends who's watching, I suppose, but now, what was I going to throw out there? I had a question. I came up with it today, and I thought I was going to run that one with people. I found last night that the Porsche was the characteristics were very different from practice to the race. Do you know what I mean? I've been doing practice. I've probably done in total probably 3 hours. As we see Disco getting it all sideways and ruining that set of tyres, and managed to flash his lights at the end of it. It was really cool.
Good skills.
Good skill to have that. Yeah, I found that, running around and round in the Porsche, my setup was happy. I didn't make any changes. And the car seemed like a completely different animal. Once I actually got into race trim, and I never dropped it. What is Daniel doing? What is he messing around at? And I didn't drop it at the hairpin all the way through practice, and I did once we got to the racing. And again, a kind of feedback from people who sim race regularly. Dude, is that normal? Do you know what I mean? Is it just that's the way things go? Because my settings were, as race, weather was set up, so on and so forth, But car just seemed a different animal. Completely different animal.
And I've had a few people say that. Peaceful Explosions one as well, who say that I'll contest throughout the week or on the evening before the session starts, and it'd be completely different to what it is on the session.
Yeah.
What am I doing different? And I say, as long as you're running the right date, the right times, and you're getting the weather pretty much right, there's nothing I'm doing different. So
no,
it is a strange
one of those things.
This is it. We have got tonight, Kelly. We have got 3 drivers taking their double points, which we'll get to in race 2. That doesn't look good for Jamie. A bit of lag in the background. 3 drivers taking their double points. We'll get to in race 2. Obviously, as we always do, we don't want to give it away too early for the guys out there. I'm just going to run through the championship standings.
I was going to say, are you going to run through the championship orders?
I'm going to do that right now. It is unorthodox.
Excellent.
It's unorthodox, leading the way by 8 points from Gary 131. But let's not forget, Dan has taken his double points. Gary yet to use them. D Biggs then in P3, 29 points adrift. Again, double points. When they start to come and play with other drivers, the table starts to look a bit better. So yes, Dan has that lead, but it can all change when other drivers start to take their double points. Big Boy Brazy is 3 behind D Biggs in P4. Little Leach is 5th. Good running for Little Leach. Been quiet this season, not seeing a lot from him in terms of great pace, but he's picked up good consistent results. Monkey Boy 2 points ahead of his teammate for 6th and 7th. Andy's then down in 8th as that Giannetta's just looked a bit out of sorts at Daytona and Hockenheim.
Yeah.
Is he feeling confident tonight? Kieran Argent said in off air last night that he's surprised the McLaren wasn't better with it being through the corner speed sort of thing. I think the Giannetta, and we say this all the time, the Acura could do well tonight. The corner speed, quite a lot more important round here than top end speed, because the straights aren't long. They're quite short straights, do you know what I mean? Then you've always, the corners are fast flowing. So watch out for the Giannetta of Andy tonight. Phil then just behind him, but Phil's at work, so he's not here. Emo Guy, who's joining us in just a moment, he's out walking the dog, not a euphemism at this moment. Rabbit Joe then a point behind Emo Guy, but he's away on holiday, so Joe, if you're watching, have a good holiday. That Buzzy Boy, hopefully wanted to be in for race 1. He's at the Scouts at the minute. He hopefully will be back for race 2. Such the Apex,
has he got his badge?
He's got it. I hope he's got his badge. Has he got his racing badge? That one remains to be seen. Such the Apex then is tied with Welshie then for 15 points in 13th and 14th place, with Master obviously not on a point. Neither's Keegs and neither's Disco making that promotion. Keegs obviously dropping all his points on Master, no longer in the league, on no points as well. Constructors wide, Shake and Bake lead the way, 20 points clear of Leachy Legends, with GQ Motorsport of Monkey Boy and Peaceful in 3rd place. The Iron Brew Racing Audi lads are then in 4th. Class of 97 Giannetta's P5, well in front of the Run Flat Racing Acoras, who haven't yet, Kelly, raced on the same evening as each other. Either Sutty's been at work or Phil's been at work. They've always sort of alternated, and they're yet to race with each other on the grid this season. Straight line racing of Welshie and Rabbit Joe then, and then bringing up the rear, Simplay Racing at the bottom of the pack so far. That's your championship standings then.
Excellent. So what are we, round 4? This will be race 7.
Round 7 and 8 tonight.
Yep, 7 and 8. So still loads to play for, and it could all still change very dramatically if people find their form. So still all very much to play for here at Donington. Would we like to know the lap record round Donington?
You can do.
Donington GP.
Matt Neal in.
Yeah, really. Of course, we're using the GP configuration this evening, the Grand Prix configuration. It's an FIA Grade 2, owned by Motorsport Vision, which is Jonathan Palmer's consortium of tracks. The original construction cost £12,000. Can't get much for £12,000 these days, can you?
No.
The lap record is by Takuma. No, not Takuma Sato. Kimbra Sato. something like that.
Yeah,
on a 1:17.7, would you believe? That was in a Euronova Racing 2013 Auto GP, so I'm guessing that's some sort of single-seater type thing.
I'd imagine.
Obviously, these guys are a million miles away from I say a million miles, they're 10 seconds away from that in these GT3s. At the moment, Jamie Brazier on a 27. We haven't seen a 26 just yet. Sooty just doing his pirouette thing. And let's move on. So we haven't seen the 26s yet, but I have heard people in the 26s in practice this evening.
Yes, one man has been in the 26s this week, which was Dan, 26.8. No other man has been there. Gary, 27 dead. Jamie, 27 dead. I myself have only managed to 27 dead in these cars. I've not seen what Andy's capable of, or Disco, or any of the other guys. Peaceful. He said he's struggling. He's not enjoying it round here. Who's your tip for qualifying one in these conditions so far? Obviously, only the 11 drivers. Still waiting for Emo Guy and Liam and Gary, as well as... I'm trying to think. No, just them three, I do believe. Yeah, no, just them three. So we're still waiting for them three. Who's your tip for pole?
I know it's going to sound biased, but probably Dan. I think he's on a 27.5 at the moment. If he can pull out that 26 pace, then look out. But look at the top now. Andy, just a tenth off Jamie Brazier. Both of them are contenders. Disco McDisco Face again. I mean, this boy's been a rookie more than anything else this year. Do you know what I mean? So the rookie is in third in practice. So a mixed bag out there. Do you know, top four different cars. Do you know what I mean? Hard to say. What's your tip, Matt?
I'm kind of looking at Andy. I saw Don go well last night in the Audi, so I'm also looking at Jamie Brazier in his Audi to go well round here. For pole position, Dan got a 26 once. 20. He found 27 dead, hard to come by. Then managed to get in a 26 once. So even though he's got that one, is he going to be able to keep it? Is he going to be able to find that pace tonight? That bit of cloud cover tonight, obviously not as clear as it maybe was in testing. So is he just going to be able to find that pace straight away? We'll see what Dan's capable of as the evening goes by. But I think the Audi looks a good car, as does the Ginetta.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think all the cars look, reasonably good. Apart from that Acura thing, of course, but hey, some of the grass needs cutting in places. All the cars are looking good. As you say, Daniel's done a 26, but if he can replicate. And the thing I was saying about the car characteristics changing, from the private testing to actually being on track, and many different things, and it's hooking it all up together at the right time, isn't it?
One thing I will say as well is, watch out that we noticed last night. Me and Liam was noticing last night as the track sort of
26s.
There we go. Then
there we
go.
Sorry, Matt. 26.8 from Andy in practice. Look out.
As me and Liam was noticing last night, Kelly, was that the time seemed to get better the later the session went on. Obviously, that's normal. That's normal racing. As the track rubbers in, but significantly better. A lot of drivers last night were seeming to improve a lot more, due to that track really rubbering in compared to elsewhere. Do you know what I mean? And it seemed to really make a difference at the end, with a few drivers gaining on their time as Jamie decides that he's going to make the Audi in a corner and cut the grass a little bit there. But it's going to be interesting to see what we're going to get in this session.
I tend to obviously race Pro-Am, so I tend to look the stream back over in my at lunchtime on a Thursday, but I was so kind of disappointed with my very mediocre race last night. I didn't even bother, so I should go back and watch it, because there was some other interesting races that really I should, on track that should have really go back and watch. But so it's hard to say. It was a lot of us were chatting. I was in a party with four people, with my teammate Nikki, and also with BT Targa and Xmart, and we were all debating over tyres. All tried the hard tyres, couldn't get on with them. I think BT run the hard tyres in the first race and won it, but but wasn't overly happy on them and went on to the softs of the other ones. So, I think it's going to be kind of touch and go on tyres tonight, you know.
We'll have to keep our eyes out for that one. Evening to Mr. Rizzler in the chat, who says at Disco. Ada Bennett, Matt, who's got the most race starts? Welsh or Stolfsloth?
Yeah, I was going to ask that, actually. Well, good question.
Stolfsloth has 50 at the moment, but obviously he raced last night. Welsh will have the same as Stolfsloth if he makes both races tonight, as we're just about to get underway for qualifiers. So let's hope these guys can make their way back into the session. Who's not there? That is Liam, Gary and Emo Guy, and I'm sure Gary's not going to want to miss too many races. He misses Zoo High, I do believe, due to being on holiday, so he's going to want to make sure he picks up results sooner. 19 people watching. Guys, let's hit that thumbs up button on the stream. Let's get this to 20 likes. 20 likes for Andy to get another 26 in this. I tell you what, if Andy can do that again in qualifying, although just looking at that car come out the pits there, it's still, for me, I said this last week, Kelly, at Hockenheim, Andy looks like he's just, telling the lads in the garage, get rid of me downforce, I don't need it. Looks like he might have a bit more on this week, as it looks more planted.
Yeah, we'll wait and see. I mean, again, it's single lap pace over race pace as well, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? When he did that 26, and then the next lap he went deep at the old hairpin. Do you know what I mean? And and he takes a couple of mistakes like that for you to be way back. Do you know what I mean? And again, for me last night it was, I kind of started and was in little kerfuffles and little accidents, which gave me little bits of damage. And then you just don't have the pace that you want to, and then doesn't take much for things to go wrong real quickly.
It really doesn't. As we are underway then for qualifying, just a bit of a qualifying stat. Gary has an average qualifying of 3rd place at the minute. That is the best in the Pro Series so far. That's how jumbled qualifying is in the Pro, that not one driver has a top 2 average qualifying. He's obviously not qualifying in Q1 at the moment, so that won't be affected as he's not here. The worst average qualifier is Little Each in Q1, 14th, 10th and 10th. So he averages 11th place. That's not really what you want. Are you about to take us on a lap, Kelly?
Why not? Open the start, finish straight. We're on board with Andy. Into turn 1, hit the brakes now. Pick up the apex. Run the curb very slightly. Don't run wide out across the curb, down through the craners. Absolute classic section this is. Downhill, very fast. Back end will start to skip a little bit as you go round here, down to the old hairpin. Brake as late as you dare. Pick up the apex. Don't run wide because you're going to be in trouble. Now, come out to the right-hand side. Stay off that curb. It'll unsettle the back end. This is uphill. To the left and to the right, under braking, very tricky. Hate this corner. Unsighted, easy to run wide. Stay off the grass. Another unsighted one. Hit the brakes now. Pull across, find the apex. Now nail it all the way. Keep the back end in check as it tries to step out. You're on the Bentley straight all the way down to the chicane. You've got to remember to turn left and not right at the bottom here. Hit the brakes at the 50-metre board. Pick up the apex. You can take a little bit of grass like Andy has there. No problem. Accelerate quite easily downhill to the hairpin on the GP section. Again, brake as late as you dare. Get the car stopped. Tuck it into the apex. You can get a bit of wheel spin on the way out. So, and Andy gone very wide and on the grass. That's exactly what I was talking about. Come across, pick up the braking point here. It's unsighted and off camber, the last corner. Easy to lose the back end. Stand on the accelerator. You'll go wide and you'll go across the line. And if you're very lucky, you'll have a quick lap, quick time. And he does a 1:27.7.
I mean, that's
probably
not a bad banker.
Second. Probably lost half a second.
Yeah.
Didn't he? Running across the grass.
Yeah, that's not a bad bank lap as well. And did you say the Bentley straight for the back straight?
Did I say the Bentley? What is it?
I think you did. It was the Dunlop straight. It's now nothing since the Dunlop bridge has been removed, but it used to be the Dunlop straight.
I'm going to call it the Bentley straight. How about that?
Bentley straight, I do believe, is Snetterton. The back straight is Snetterton.
Yes, it is Snetterton. Yeah.
Which we're at there, 2 weeks time. Touring cars, Snetterton.
Yes, absolutely. Looking forward to it, my friend. Very much so. We haven't had enough touring car yet. We've only had one round.
And it's been sort of like a month since that round has been on. Follow-up question from Aidan. Who's dropped their pad more between the two of them? That would be Welshie. He's dropped the pad more between the two of them, and when he watches this back, that's twice I've mentioned it now, he's going to absolutely love me for that one.
Dropped the pad,
Welshie dropped the pad. Did I not tell you
that? You know that's exactly what happened to Xmart last night as well, didn't you?
I got told. Did it?
Yeah. Brilliant. Xmart dropped his pad and and knocked himself out of the session with 1 minute 20 before we started. So that's what he was at as well. So shout out to the Prolapse boys if they're listening this evening. If they're not, where the hell are you boys?
Yeah, where are you boys?
Where are you?
just going back to the average qualifying. I said the worst was Little Each. I stand corrected. It's actually, in Q1, Welshie, Rabbit Joe and Keegs all averaging 13th place, not 11th like Little Each. So apologies, Little Each. I got you wrong. Championship leader at Orthodox, his qualifying 1 average dropped to 7th after last week's qualifying ban put him 14th for the race. So he actually is only 7th overall in his average qualifying 1 pace. That may work. Excuse me. That may work itself back out as he ups his qualifying pace here tonight. He's not going to be qualifying anywhere near 7th. I wouldn't have imagined, as he doesn't improve that lap. Few green sectors coming in from Little Each, Sutty, Welshie, Keegs as well. All on green sectored laps coming through the timing barriers at the moment. Sutty Apex, he's just moved up to P7 ahead a Little Each, so he improved on his lap there. What can Welshie and Keegs do? They're still currently on laps as well. One of them's about to cross the timing screen. Keegs goes up to P8 ahead of Little Each. Dan's had it Dan's made a mistake. Jamie looking strangely slow.
Yeah, he looks like he's rolling around at the moment. Who else we got out there? Again, the rookie boy is top 4 at the moment, doing really well in that BMW. Just go back to your stats, and we're loving these stats that you've got and all the rest of it. How many Simplay races has there been so far?
50 races. Tonight will mark the 50th race.
Oh, right.
Well, 50th pro race. We're going to have to take a very short break. Email apparently didn't get an invite, so I'm going to have to jump out to jump back in. So bear with us 2 moments. Bugger. I hate it when this happens.
Yeah, right.
Because you can't just like say to Andy, invite him through the things. We do that online championship thing for the you know, for the pits and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Right. I've just been. I don't need to.
Yeah. No, you don't. No, you don't need. You don't need to do anything, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Why is it?
Monkey Boy's just left for some reason.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going off here. It's not telling me to join like normal. It's not giving me any of your names. Monkey Boy's just joined my session. Don't know why. I think we may have to do this session, and I'm just going to have to get rid of practice. What the fuck? Oh, this is why I fucking hate this at times. If they fucking turned up when they was meant to fucking turn up,
that'd be useful.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? You won't have to do all this shitting, chopping and changing.
Well, I suppose it's difficult to enforce it as a rule.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to join this session, mate. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to have to join this session, bud. Yeah, everybody's joining. Oh, so Quali's going to have to start again. Brilliant. Just because one guy fucking went on time.
Well, as I said, it's difficult to enforce, but then, you know, there's part of you that thinks to yourself, just make it, if you don't turn up at a certain time, you're not in. You know? Is there many more in Pro-Am or people waiting to join?
Just Maze Gamer.
Right.
Is that everybody? 14 out of 18. Joe and Phil can't make it, so that's out of 16. Gary, Liam, so yeah. And just start. Gary, Liam, that puts up 16. The 2 that's missing, yeah, that's fine. Right.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah.
It's just annoying at times, do you know what I mean?
There should be a cut-off time, do you know what I mean? That if you're not there, if you're not in, you're not in. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah. try again, shall we?
Excuse me.
When it decides it wants to fucking load.
Yeah, mine's slow.
I'm not even getting like a thing in the bottom corner.
No, I'm just getting a like a buffering circle, a loading circle, but no progress bar.
No.
Here we go again.
No, I may have to fucking redo the session and just do it as normal. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, no,
Here we
there
go.
we go. Dan's disconnected, has he? Oh, come on, Dan. Okay,
Come on, Dan, get it in there.
yeah, going live. Welcome back. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, for that one, but we are now back after a few technical problems then. Not sending the invites out to all the drivers like we wanted it to. We've had to reset the session, so we're not doing the practice. Straight into qualifying we go. And we have everybody here, we do believe. Dan has just left. He is coming back in.
Is he? Let's hope
He's
so.
hopefully going to get back in, hopefully.
Yeah.
He should be. This allows Gary and Liam that little bit more time then to get themselves on as well here. But hopefully Dan is in. I'm not adding any messages to say we've got problems. But yeah, apologies about that. Server problems. Don't you just love the virtual world? I've been kicked out, not happy. Poll taken away, says Dan in the chat. Dan, can you get back in?
I don't even see them in the chat. Maybe I need to catch up.
Dan says everything has crashed on me. Same says Disco. Oh no, it's pulled me in. I've been kicked out, not happy. Poll taken away. Yeah, shame for Dan, because he was looking quite quick with quite a lot of qualifying left. Dan's trying to get in. If Dan can't get in, then we will reset the session. If the session is glitched out and have to do it normally, not through the online championships.
Okay, we'll see what happens for a minute or so, shall we?
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah.
And if not, we may have to take another break. Apologies about this, ladies and gentlemen.
So, just picking up on something in the chat while we're just getting ourselves sorted. Daniel Francis, is anyone else watching the mass dance at the same time? Gary should be zip. Explains his absence. There's only one thing I can say to that. Daniel, get a life. Only joking. I'm sure you've got one.
Yeah, mass dancer. Yeah. Never heard of it.
Yeah, never. No idea what he's talking about.
Nah,
mass dancer sounds stupid. Sounds like one of those stupid programs they put on to fill the time and have someone like, I don't know, Joel Dommett bloody presenting it or something stupid like that.
Didn't they do a Masked Singer not long ago?
Yeah, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, they were all just like puppet heads and they sing a bit, didn't they?
Oh, right. Brilliant.
I think so, brilliant. Mate. Yeah. It's not my ticket, to be honest. So.
Azerbaijan this week. We may as well fill the time, because if Dan can't come in, we're going to have to reset this session. Azerbaijan this week. Are we looking forward to that? Yes. Who do we think is going to win?
Azerbaijan, yes. I am very much looking. I like it. I know people have got mixed feelings about this track, but right, Dan is in.
Danny's in, brilliant.
With nearly 7 minutes to go, so hopefully that's enough and he's not too flustered. Let's see. It says he's joined the session, but I can't see his name.
It's put him in the lobby. He'll be then on the loading screen to come in, and then you'll get a bit of lag, which will then load him into the game. So it's really, you keep your eyes out now for that little bit of lag that you will see. Big Boy Brazy is currently on pole from Little Eats, Disco McDisco, Facing Emo Guy have set the pace at the minute.
Yes, indeed. The others still on outlaps and whatever. 10-minute qualifying session doesn't take very long at all. It's especially if you want to warm your tyres. Jamie gone very wide on that one. Dan's still not in at the moment, and other guys struggling. D Biggs, as we just shoot to him, we're getting it all a bit sideways. Then he's certainly a contender in this one. He's going to come across the line for his first flying, I would have thought, and we'll see what sort of time he's got. And he goes third on a 28.6. And yeah, Andy to yet to set a time in this one. That was peaceful, and Keegs, Welshie, and Monkey Boy still haven't set a time. Dan still not in.
Peaceful's just gone P5.
Peaceful just gone. There we go.
Right,
as we were speaking.
Dan can't get in the lobby. It's bugged, so we'll be back in 2 seconds to get this one sorted out. For fuck's sake, all because Emo Kai couldn't get in on time. Fucking annoys me.
Mate, you may have to set some rules.
Yeah. The game is that bad nowadays that, like, if you're not on it, the game is so fucking buggy that it just...
Yeah, it's... I think maybe this game is starting to struggle with the demands. I don't know. Does that sound stupid? Do you know what I mean?
No, I agree. There's been some change to it that's made it, terrible. Oh, do you know the worst thing about it? He says, I've got to redo the weather and everything. That. Save. 15 people. Save. Host sessions. Private. Broadcast on. Rules and regs, that's fine. Realism settings. Yes. Save. Go. Yes, I know. Just because one guy couldn't fucking turn up at the start. Set a broadcaster. Right, if I send you an invite now to get you in first. Andy, Jamie, D-Biggs, Emo, Kelly I've done, Monkey, Peaceful, Welshie. Now this is all the people that's fucking appearing offline. Disco. Done. Gary, Keegs, Little Leach. There is no Phil. Sooty, Liam. Did I miss Dan? I feel like I've missed Dan. He's online on PS4. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, I need you to rejoin me so I can add you to the...
Yeah, I'm on it. I thought I pressed the button, but I didn't.
No, you're alright, you're right. This is doing me head in now. Andy needs to change. This is now where people need to make sure they're in the right car as well. Andy needs to change car. You're in invite as race director.
Yep.
D Biggs is in, Sooty's in, Monkey Boy's in. We're waiting for Dan, and then I'm just going to start with the quali. I know Liam and Gary are running late, but we need to get this going because we've been streaming for an hour now and we've done a 20-minute practice session.
Yeah. Andy's still not in the right car. Come on, Andy, come on. Let's...
For fuck's sake, this is the problem.
Yeah. Let's see if he's in the party either.
Come on, Dan, where are you as well? Come on, Dan.
Right, Andy's got it. Well, he says he's got it.
Yeah.
Andy, right. Dan in or no?
No, Dan's not in yet. He's got the game loaded up. He's got the game loaded up. Keep pinging him in. But he's got the game loaded up because it says he's on it.
Yeah. Dan, Joy. Yeah. Come on, Dan.
Oh, Liam's in.
Liam's in.
So Liam's made it. Come on, Dan. Dan's in. Right.
Yay.
Let me just make sure he's in the right car. He is. Go. Oh no, 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 no.
What's the matter?
My fucking PC's just froze on me. Oh no, we're back, we're back, we're back. I think. Just changed my screen.
You run your stream through that, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is going off here?
Yeah, I've got a loading thing on my thing now.
Let's restart it. Let's restart it.
God, it's all very glitchy tonight, isn't it? That this is not loading very nicely either, is it?
No. Oh, for fuck's sake, this is doing my head in. This is really annoying me. Last night, smooth as anything while I really want well. It worked as good as you could want it. Tonight,
yeah. Always away, my friend, always away.
What is going off here? She comes downstairs to tell me the obvious. I swear down. Yes, it's not on, I know. I thought you were coming down to tell me about the stream. I don't know what's going on with it. Fucking, oh my god, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Is that Beth just turned up behind you?
Yeah, I don't even know what's going on for this. Right, we've got 12 in. Why does that not seem right? No, that is right, because we should only have 13, because... No, we've got... Who's missing again? Where's Dan?
Wait, you... Dan again. Maybe he's still loading.
Nope, I can't get it for some reason. The game crashed every time. What a joke. Just start Matthew Duffin. No, looks pretty shitty, but... Right, hopefully, if I just press start stream here, this will kick it back up. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies about the delays. I don't know what is going off. We cannot get Dan in the session. Sutty's now got himself a grid penalty. I'm not quite sure what is happening tonight. It is really not working out. Stream problems as well as race problems. Dan not able to get in, so Dan looks like he may miss race 1 here, which isn't the way he'd have wanted this one to go, Kelly, at all.
No, he won't be happy, boy. That's for certain sure. Yes, as Matt said, apologies for that. We were doing our very best here to make it all work, but anybody who's got any experience in this knows that the internet is not a reliable place. It's a very good place, but it's not reliable.
No,
but we're here. We've got most of them in. As I said, hopefully, if Dan can get in the session, would be something. So we'll see. He's not happy. He said so in the thing. So in the chat on YouTube. So not happy in capital. So he's really not happy. But we're here and we're going forward. 8 minutes to go. It's only a quick qualifying session. As we said, we only got qualifying 1 done yet, so we've got a lot to do this evening.
We are really trying to motor on now. We're an hour into 49 minutes into the evening. We start at 8. Gary's got himself in, and so has that Buzzy boy. They're in. It's been that's how delayed this has been, that they're in, and now we can't get Dan in the session, and I feel terrible for Dan because is that what he says?
It's doing an Imola. Well, what he means by that for the rest of the world is, for some reason, my game will never load Imola, although it never will load it. So it just gets stuck at about 17% and never ever gets any better. So, but then looking on my disc, I've got a Dirty Gate scratch down through it, and I think that scratch is just in line with Imola. I think that's what's going on. But for Dan, I'm sure his game is saved to his hard drive online, but I don't know if he's still trying to get on. He's certainly in the chat, and it would be a great shame to miss him not to get in and to miss the race. Andy at the moment is quickest on a 1:27.3, but Andy's the only other man who's been in the 26s around this track of our knowledge. So he's funnily enough, Andy was my initial benchmark. You know, when you load the game and it tells you which of your friends is fastest around here, it was actually on my list. It was Andy with the 1:27.1. So that'll probably read a 1:26.8 or whatever it was last time. But then that might be in records, mightn't it? I don't know. Yeah. But as he gets together there, more than
Liam.
once. Yeah, was that Liam? Was it? Yeah. That he got together with? Yeah, Liam. Yeah, pointing in the wrong direction.
Smithy in the chat saying, "Go on, Little Each birthday boy." So happy birthday, Little Each.
Happy birthday, absolutely. And just to reply to my friend and co-competitor Daniel Francis saying that. Star, you, Kelly, just because you can't drive as fast as your son in a Porsche. Well, there's nothing new there, Daniel. That was a very well-known fact. You have to come back with a snappier comeback than that, my friend. But yes, indeed. So, guys, it's all going on, and we've got 5 minutes left of this session already. And
it's all kicking off, isn't it?
It's all kicking off. Yes, indeed.
I mean, what can I say? It's not going the way we planned, but we're trying to make do with it the best we can.
Yes, and Gary's in the session. Has he just got there, or did he get there before?
Gary's been in the session for about a minute or two, or I'm not quite sure how Gary's been there. But yeah, Gary's in the session. I don't know what to say. I'm a bit annoyed at the fact that this has happened tonight, and we're kind of being robbed of a championship race. Gary was struggling to get on race 1 because of work. That's a problem. That's fine. And now the game's stripping us of Dan being able to, challenge for his title with Shake and Bake in the constructors as well. It's a shame, but hopefully we can get Dan in. Hopefully, he's saying it's getting to 56% on a text message to me, and then it just doesn't load. So, what a shame.
I'm pretty sure he's downloaded the game and it's not on disc, because I would say give the disc a clean, but
it's going to be a bit long to delete it. Yeah. In terms of for tonight, it's going to take a little too long to delete it and then re-download it for the second race. I mean, he has got half an hour plus the 3 minutes remaining, but depending on how good his internet is, but we'll have to see. Disco then, session best through Sector 1 as he's coming to the end of his lap. Looking at the others, Gary's not set a time, neither is Liam yet. Emo Guy is still out there, he's P11 at the moment. Monkey Boy's 10th, Welsh's down in 8th. Sutty's got, Welsh's 9th, sorry, Sutty's 8th, but he's got a grid penalty. speeding in the pit lane, you naughty boy, Graham, in the Acura.
Yes.
It's the only time
At
it looks
least
fast.
it's speeding somewhere.
Yeah.
At least
this
it's
is
quick
it.
somewhere.
It's quick in the pit lane, and that's about it. Sutty's just dropped down to 10th as that Bozzy Boy and Emo Guy go above him. Them, so Liam getting some good time in there, 130.2, getting ahead of Welshie and Sutty and Monkey Boy.
Getting quicker.
Getting quicker indeed. He'll want to improve a bit more, no doubt. Just looking at the times as we're into the final 3 minutes then. Looking at the time coming in, there's a few improvements in terms of sector time, but no purple on the screen as of yet. Apologies about tonight, it couldn't have gone any worse. Just not the way the night wanted to go.
Absolutely, and looks like Dean Wasocki sitting in the garden with a bottle of Bud watching. So, good to see you there. Good to see you enjoying a beer in the nice sunshine.
Hope you've pressed the thumbs up on the live to show your appreciation that much of liking the stream with your Budweiser. As Gary's the only man not with a time in yet, could always rerun next week and give us a week off. No, that's not going to happen. Kieran Argent, it's the only time you will get the Acura going fast, he says. That's probably in relation to the pit stop bits. The strange thing I'm looking at tonight is Boar Andy, who's just gone purple in Sector 1. Wow, Andy is really flying through that first sector. Nobody's improving their time, their sectors throughout. Gary's yet to do a time. Sutty's back in the pit, so he needs to get out rather sharpish, but not too quick where you get another penalty, Graham. If he wants to get back out on the track. Gary's green in Sector 1, but that's, nothing new there because he's not even done a time yet. Andy then, coming up to the second timing screen barrier, through the fog of TS's, he's about to come.
Yeah, I've decided I'm going to rename that straight as the Simplay Straight.
Okay, the Simplay Straight. Oh, he's a 10th.
Yeah, as it hasn't got a name.
Yeah,
he's up,
that's, Hey, that's fine. The Simplay Straight, I like that. Disco's in the pits, so Disco Face will want to get out the pits rather quick as well.
Sharpish.
I think he's done, I don't think he's going to get another time in now. 128, 127. So Disco's done at the moment on his debut in the Pro. Andy, not a green Sector 2 for himself, so it's Sector 1 purple. Brazier a 27-1. What's Andy going to do as he crosses the time? Oh, 27.8. He did that last lap.
Yeah.
So he didn't improve
with a flyer.
Yeah.
Right at the end. Yeah.
Gary, green and green at the minute as his Monkey Boy. Monkey Boy now puts himself up into P10. Gary, the man who's not set a lap. Here he comes. The two-time champion. Goes P5 at the minute, but will get one more lap in. He will get one more run at this. Sutty, with his grid penalty, if he doesn't improve, will be starting dead last in this race. I'm sure he does not want to be starting there. Andy and Big Boy Brazier out qualifying Disco. And what can Gary
I'm wondering
do?
if Gary's going to go quicker on this one. The Porsche takes a minute or two to warm its tyres, and I wonder if he's... Oh, he's
not.
Drop it.
He's not.
It's gone.
He's not. That's that one gone for him then.
Yeah.
He may as well return to the pits. A lot of drivers crossing the line at the moment to start one last flying lap. Gary's returned to the pits then. I think the Acura managed to sneak an extra lap in there with Sutty. D Biggs, looking at my phone, not improving through Sector 1. Monkey Boy was up through Sector 1 though, as was Peaceful. Little Each as well through Sector 1 and 2 personal best. So we'll have to see if Little Each moves up the leaderboard. He only needs a bit of time to move in front of teammate and brother Gary 131. Here he is. He'll be the first man to finish his time and does move in front of Gary. Goes in front of D Biggs as well. There's Jamie in the background. Does he improve? No, he doesn't. No improvement from him. What can Welshie do in the background there then? A few drivers started to come into the pits. Welshie, no improvement in last. There's Peaceful Explosion. What is he going to do? P9. Gary's dropped to 7th now as Peaceful goes up to 6th. Monkey Boy now across the line. Can he knock Gary down any more places? No, stays where he is. So that's not what he'd have wanted. Who's that in the background? That's D Biggs in the background. Does he improve? No, he drops to the pits as well. So a couple of drivers coming out towards the Melbourne hairpin then are not improving. So Sutty will technically qualify dead last unless he's still on a lap here. He's still on a lap. He's got a lifeline. He's got a chance of getting something out of this one.
Oof. Back end squirreling all over the place as he tries to get the power down, possibly too early. As he comes round to the last corner, as I said, off camber, got to watch it at the back end, will want to kick out. He's on the power halfway round the corner. That's nice. It's going to be enough to take him up the list a bit.
It did. It did take him up the list a bit. Yes, I'm not sure. He was 12th. He went 10th, but we'll start P11. So Big Boy Brazier on pole. Andy second. Disco McDisco Face in third place on his pro debut. Fourth for Little Leach. Then good qualifying for him on his birthday. Fifth for D Biggs. Peaceful Explosion will get a 6th place. Gary only got one flying lap. He's going to start in P7 then. Emo Guy, he's going to start down in 8th place. Keegs on his first run back in the BMW since season 1, he's going to be in 9th. So to Apex 10th, but we'll start 11th with that grid penalty there, which will promote that Buzzy Boy into P10. Monkey Boy then will start 12th, with Welshie down in 13th place for this first qualifying of the evening then. No doubt, unfortunately, it would have been interesting to see where he could have qualified in this one, Kelly. But Gary P7, only one flying lap. Are you surprised at that?
No, not particularly. I think that second lap would have been better, and even the third. I don't think in the Porsche, in my experience, and I'm not a pro driver, I can only tell you what I can tell you. And from my experience, lap 1 is the tyres just aren't even green at that point, and nothing like warm enough, nothing like up to temperature. I think him dropping it on that second one was the problem, really. Right. Myself.
Little Leach just said, "Not my birthday." So I don't know what Smithy's on about when he said, "Go on, Little Leach boy, B-Day boy, go on." It's not Little Leach's birthday, apparently.
Maybe he meant he's a B-boy, you know, like one of those breakdance guys.
Possibly.
You know, a B-boy
Possibly.
guy. Maybe, or just got it wrong.
Yeah, possibly. Oh well. Hey, who knows? Who knows? So then, no Dan, he's not going to make his 50th tonight. We said this earlier, about an hour ago. Little Leach, Welshie, and it's been that long, I can't even remember. Peaceful Explosion. Try not to remember his name half the time so we don't jinx him, but I forgot it now. Peaceful Explosion, Little Leach, and Welshie then. Provided they start this race and don't retire from the start, they've got to make the green light. If they retire after, whether they get 75% distance to score a point or not, they will be classified as start and will start their 50th race of their season in race 2. Race 1 will be their 49th here then. And if Jamie takes this win, that'll take his all-time win tally to 17, while Gary's second only on 15. But Jamie's got to win this race and hope that the likes of Andy, who only has 2 wins to his name, and Disco, who's yet to have a win, doesn't do anything about that one. We've got all the stats here. We've got all the stats pages.
Yeah, I love all this stats stuff. It's very clever of you. Very anorak, but very clever just the same.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Sunday, I think, his birthday, apparently, as the lights are on then. Oh, it's green here at Donny. I think Little Leach has jumped the start. He has definitely jumped the start there. He's got such a lightning start. He's got to have jumped it there. That was crazy quick. Brazier, though, leading into Tier 1. Gary's already up the inside of... Gary's come from 7th. Has Gary jumped the start as well? Because he's already up to P3. Have the Leachy Legends really messed up by jumping the start? Craig from Jamie, from Gary. Gary 7th to 3rd after one corner. Into the old hairpin. There you go. It all looked clean through Turn 1 as well.
Yes, indeed. All clean. Everyone's pointing in the right direction, but the Leach brothers with an absolute flyer of starts. We haven't seen anything come up. Oh, yes, we have. No, we haven't, actually. I'm looking at something different. So we haven't seen any penalties.
Oh, Gary's off!
Someone off in the background.
Gary!
Gary?
Gary, the 2-time champ, is off in the background. Then he's lost it coming into McLean's as they come through Coppice. Jamie is all over the back down the Simplay straight, named by Kelly today. Sutty's just flicked a sign up off the grass. You're not meant to be cutting it, mate. You're meant to be racing it. Jamie then up the inside at the Fogarty S's. Nothing Little Leach could do about that. Jamie is gone.
Yes, indeed. And all Liam bags at the back. That's Liam going round by the looks of it. And the BMWs are in the mix as well. And who's that? Andy coming up into second place. Little Leach with a flyer of a start, but he's being mugged a little bit now by a few people as he goes back. He's not done yet, but down the inside on Andy. And there's chaos there. I don't know what's going on, Andy.
I think Disco has just gave D Biggs a nudge up the rear, which has gone into the side of Andy. Little Leach in to serve his drive-through. Nothing as of yet from
Jamie.
Gary.
Where's Jamie?
No, Jamie's not disconnected.
Disconnected. I saw his car not moving. So he must have disconnected.
Oh, the lag. He texted me in the week saying, I've sorted the lag. He hasn't. That's 2 in a row that Jamie's lagged out of. Not what he wants.
Where did this guy come from?
Well, he had a shunt up the rear, I think, by Disco McDisco face at the hairpin, which put him into Andy. He now leads. More important, look at Keegs back in that BMW from season 1, and he's into P2. He's third. He didn't fancy his chances round here before the start of the night. 3 restarts in the qualifying session, and he's P3. He'll be loving it.
Absolutely, and this is just going to make it even harder for poor old Daniel, who never made the session because his teammate is out in front and he's pulling away as the rest of the pack scramble around for second place and all the other positions. Another
thing to note here, Kelly, is Gary's back up to 6th after his first lap spin, so Gary's back up there in 6th. I tell you what, I feel for the Iron Brew Racing team as here goes Disco McDisco face looking to make a move on. Oh, we've lost 2 more.
Yes, we have. We're down to 10 runners who we lost. As Emo takes a very opportunist trip upside the inside of Peaceful, as Peaceful was just fighting with Disco. So that first lap incident at exactly this point where Peaceful's gone round, we must stop talking about him.
Yeah. She's one of them.
Yeah, that first corner incident on the last corner.
Everyone has been disconnected while she's saying in the session. Oh,
everyone's been everyone being disconnected. God, and I can't even speak. Oh, we're having a mare of it tonight. Yeah. That's for certain. Sure.
Well, Jamie Brazier disconnected. We may have to have one more try to restart, lower the race by 3 laps. Right.
Your shout.
Right. We're going to take a quick break. Everybody jump into the in-game chat when you get your new invite. For those who are listening to the stream, get into the in-game chat and we'll go from there. Back in 2 seconds. You cannot make this up now. That's 3 people with a very quick disconnection. It's in the rules that a mass disconnection race start. If it happens again, we'll just have to postpone this event and push the Pro back a week, so the Pro will finish a week later than the Pro-Am.
Yeah, okay.
God's sake. Do you know what? I'm tempted to